Hey guys, welcome to our Saturday night thrift haul slash stuff I bought this last week.
I'm gonna hide out over here behind these
Three Kings.
plastic sculptures.
They're resin.
Plastic resin.
We go live every Saturday night at 8:30 Mountain Time, and we show you the stuff we bought in the last week. Some things are for our house. Most everything winds up being sold at our store, which is in Lehigh. So welcome. If you're just tuning in, tell us where you're from. If you haven't, hit that subscribe and notifications button and bell down below.
All right, I'm gonna show you these guys so I can get them out of the way quick. They were 20 bucks, but we noticed that it says 20 for the pair. Jamie spotted that probably from across the room. She's like, oh, that's a pair. And we're kind of done buying Christmas stuff because as of Wednesday, when Christmas happens, we're gonna clean all the Christmas out of the shop and bring in spring and Valentine's Day.
Well, I might group it together and have like one corner that has like maybe 40 or 50% off, but I don't do like huge markdowns like 90% off, but these will just go in the basement until next year.
Yeah, they're a pre-buy for next year, so.
I couldn't pass them up.
All right, I'm gonna move them because they're right in my way. And then we'll show you some more things. How much are you gonna sell those for? And are we gonna paint them?
They will get painted and white waxed, and they will probably get sold for, I don't know, somewhere in the $150 range for the pair.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah, they're kind of ginormous. I saw those and I was like, I had to have them. Oh, people were talking way before we even got on.
They jumped on from the notifications. That's cool.
They did. Awesome.
All right, we have some clock and a dresser and some other stuff to show you, but we're gonna run through the little stuff real quick. We
bought a lot of candlesticks.
So sometimes candlesticks are hit and miss. Sometimes we can find a ton of them, and sometimes we can't find any, and they are always decent sellers in the shop. So we don't usually mark them up a ton. These are $1.50 here. And these are gonna look cool painted in a nice set there.
And they'll probably sell like $8 a piece.
These ones, this one was $4, so a little more for this larger one. This
$3.
one was $3, and they're a set, and those will probably go for like 16 or so and 12, something like that.
Yeah, probably 14 and 18, but you were close.
14 and 18.
I don't know.
There we go.
Depends on the day I'm pricing and how cool they look, but somewhere along there.
And then this set here, I love it when we buy something from one thrift store that has already been bought from a thrift store, never used, and redonated.
Somebody cleaned out, they're like, oh shoot, I need to clean out my my thrifting stash.
So these are from Goodwill. We found them at the Deseret Industries, and they were.
Well, they're from DI, but they were also from Goodwill. They were $2 each?
They were $3 at the Goodwill, $2 at the DI, and we'll sell them for about 10 a piece.
Yeah. And those are kind of like a cement, stone, ceramic, so the paint always adheres really, really well.
And then this is not the friend of this one, but they're almost identical color.
Somebody else painted them.
Maybe they. I think they came that way because look at the bottom.
Yeah, and that one came from Savers.
This one was $6 originally at Savers. We got it for $2 at the DI.
And it'll sell for about $12.
And then this one was $2. This one's wood.
Yep.
So that one's
for
cool.
about $14.
Yep.
So lots and lots of candlesticks. Here's another baby candlestick. It was $1. That'll sell for $6.95. And here's another candlestick for $1.50. It was from Goodwill for $1.99.
You know, a lot of these were from the Goodwill originally.
I wonder if somebody like thrifted all these and dropped them off together. Because some of them for Goodwill or Savers, like half of them.
So this one looks like it's metal, but it's actually plastic made in Italy.
It's Italian plastic, so it's worth more.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't think it makes it worth more, but we'll go with it. And then there's this last candlestick.
That one's cool.
This one's kind of unique. It's almost like it's for a tea light because it's not small enough to fit the tapers in there. It was $1.50. It's not super tall, about 6.5 inches or so, but it'll probably go for around $9-10.
And then we purchased more salt and pepper shakers. The last set we painted on our live and sold them this last week and shipped them out. If you ever see anything on a live and you're like, hey, I think I want to buy that, you can just email lehighshop@jamirayvintage.com. Caitlin will drop that email down in the bottom, and we do ship most items as long as they can fit in a box. Bigger items are a whole nother bag of worms, but These will sell for, how much did we sell the last pair for? Like $14.95?
Yeah, I think you sold the set for $15. This was $1 and that was $1. So we're $2 into it, and will probably be another like 50 cents of paint and wax.
Yeah, it doesn't take hardly any paint. We always use farmhouse finishes or Sweet Pickens milk paint because they're bio-certified, and then we just seal it with like a butcher block oil. But in a few weeks, we will have a food-safe oil that we carry, so we won't have to use a butcher block oil anymore. So I'm super excited about that.
The hemp oil.
Yeah, the hemp oil is coming, so we're stoked about that. Salt and pepper shakers are super cute painted, and they're functional, so they're always a good thing to sell.
All right, Valentine's Day is coming.
And what does Valentine's Day mean? Fat cherub angel babies! 75 cents each. They're already gold. I don't know if I'll paint them. I kind of like them like that, and they'll sell for $3.95 each.
They're ceramic. They definitely need a good solid cleaning. They've got a nice hefty layer of dust on them.
If they do get painted, they'll probably go white with a wet distress to bring back that gold.
All right, so we've got a tiny little mirror in what is a actual old ceiling tile.
Oh, Sally Bunswell, super chat. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too.
Thank you, Sally.
Yeah, so I was super excited when I found this because I thought it was a repot, but I flipped over and somebody took an old ceiling tile and made a mirror out of it. It's like an authentic tile. The purple we don't mind, but we're probably gonna put a little white wax just to tone it back just a titch. But we probably won't paint that.
I think Caitlin said she's watching comments, but she's not listening. Probably trying to put her boys to bed or something.
By the way, Jamie, I'm watching but not listening. All right, okay, can somebody? I'll type in the email for. Hold on, for the getting things.
So this is cool. We're probably gonna leave this purple and maybe just white wax it. Did you already say that?
Yes.
Missed it. I was reading Caitlin's comment on the thing. All right. So we also, this was a bonus because we got these two little birdhouses, and you can get these kits at like hobby stores and stuff. They're usually about $5-10. We got them for $2 each, fully assembled. We'll put a coat of paint on them and usually sell them for around 10 to 12. These ones are a little bit bigger. And we have a matched pair. But I lost one of my things.
That boy's shaking him and he found a little surprise.
One of them had these fun little eggs in there that are speckled. So it's like bonus because we got a bunch of eggs in our last thrift haul.
Yeah.
With spring coming, it'll be perfect.
We're all about bringing the birds back. I thought it bought, okay, so speaking of bringing the birds back, I found this. It was $4. It has some potpourri. The scent's almost gone. I'm not a big fan of the decorator potpourri that came out a la like 2000, 2005. So I will actually open up the bottom and dump out all that potpourri. The scent's almost gone anyways. And we'll have just the wire bird, which I think is really pretty as is. Or maybe we'll paint it white or black or something. Nothing too crazy.
It looks like it's trying to be copper, but I think that's all painted.
Yeah, and I probably will spray it. I don't think I'm going to brush that wire.
Yeah.
But I just like the way it looks, and I love adding birds to my little vignettes that I set up in the shop because it's in our logo, and I love birds. So, and the bird was $4. I'll sell it for about $12.95.
Okay, a couple of huge keys. You know, we didn't used to snag these, but they sell really well. I think the last one we sold was for like $15. These are cast iron, they're heavy. And in keeping with spring and Valentine's Day coming, the top of the key is heart-shaped.
Oh, hearts, they were $3. Yeah, we'll probably sell for like, the last one I sold for $12.95, but these are bigger. So they'll sell for $14.95. The last ones, you just happen to randomly pick them up and we put them in the shop and they sold fast. So then I bought some more and those sold. So I think people might have been buying them for like Santa keys to let Santa into their house if they don't have a fireplace. So we'll see how they sell after the season. I feel like they're cute to decorate with all year round. Did we show this egg basket?
It can be Valentine's Day keys to your heart.
Oh, you have the key to my heart.
Yeah, I have this huge key right here.
Right.
I don't know what it goes to, but I have it.
On that note, we purchased this egg basket. It's white. It was $2, and we'll put something cute in it and sell it. Oh, there we go.
Eggs. Those eggs are a little small for this basket. We need about 30 of them.
We have a lot of backyard chicken farmers in our area, so egg baskets usually sell really well because people like to put their pretty chicken eggs on their counter.
Yeah, and eggs keep on the counter if you wash them correctly and don't wash all the enzymes off of the eggshell. They'll keep on the counter for a long time.
Yeah, we used to have backyard chickens. We had to get rid of them when we redid the backyard because they were free ranging and they were pooping everywhere.
All right. A Crock.
Next. So we got a Crock.
This was not from the thrift store.
No, this I found on Facebook Marketplace. It was $20. It's the number 3, which means it's 3 gallons. And I will probably sell it for like $69.95. Crocks are really hard to come by here in our area. And I'm wanting to get a good Crock collection going. So you'll probably see me picking these fairly often.
How
and
much
$20.
was this one?
$20.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's a really great deal on a Crock because you just can't find them. So I'm super excited about that one. I already have one more Crock in the shop, so as I start to collect them, I will put them together, and I think that they'll look really good.
So I can't tell if this is terracotta or dyed concrete. A lot of these are like some sort of plaster concrete kind of mixed cast, and concrete art is kind of coming in. There's lots of cool stuff you can do with it, so keep your eye on that. But it's painted like this bronzy
like
orangey color.
We'll probably paint it like a gray with white wax and make it look like cement. Urns are very popular right now. They're coming back in style. Very like French country chic. People will bring them into their farmhouse design. We have one big urn in the shop right now and then a couple more. So you will also see me picking more urns because in my style board for 2020, they're there. So don't be surprised if you see more on our thrift hauls.
Spring, it's time for organization.
Yeah, we told you, cubbies, things that people can hang. This is something that they can hang up and put their mail in or their keys. It looks like an old gate. It's probably like from Hobby Lobby or something originally.
Yeah, it's got Phillips screws
I mean,
in the back.
it's not an actual old baby gate, but it was $3 and the green's not bad, but
It's almost aviary, like a little
but
darker.
this is not real wood and it's got like gouges in it, so I will repaint the whole shebang. I was actually thinking
paint it
black.
something else and two-tone it. Make it a two-tone when you distress it.
Yeah, I was thinking black would be really pretty. Well, maybe it is wood, but it's got some dings in it and not the kind of dings I want. So
all right, now we are on to, hang on, I gotta move a light over here.
We have some big stuff we picked up.
Do we have any comments?
Oh, what does my shirt say? It says, "Hello, good times." This sweatshirt is so old, but it has like black paint on it. It's from Old Navy originally. I'm in my yoga pants and my sweatshirt because it's Saturday night and I like to be comfy.
Are you guys able to see stuff any better tonight? I brought a light from home.
I think that the lighting is a little bit better. So I'm really excited about the picks on this side. We picked up a little Frenchy nightstand there. $15. It'll probably sell for about $60 painted.
It's probably, I would say,
70s.
late 50s or 60s. It does have dovetail drawers.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's not MDF. By the time we got into mid 60s, 70s, a lot of stuff starts being MDF.
Yeah, I really like the hardware on that, and that's actually just gonna go white. I will take the hardware pull. It's funny because it's like this yellow cream, but then the pull has got white on it.
Yeah, when I picked it up, I'm like, man, that's heavy. So I thought it was MDF, but because a lot of MDF can be really heavy furniture, but it's not. It's like a solid wood piece.
Oh, Jeffrey Scott from Jeffrey's Little Villa says the urn planter is clay. I love them and pick them up as I see them different sizes.
Nice.
Okay, Marlene says, curious what you did with the giant lanterns. Funny story, I just had one in the hallway. If you've been to my shop, I have this hallway that kind of leads right before my studio. And we now have 2 interested buyers on those lanterns from last week. And they're willing to pay $145, well, I mean, that's what I'm selling for, $145 per lantern. And if you guys remember, I picked them up for $50 a lantern. And we have one person that's asking her boss, and then the next person, it says that if that person doesn't want them, then she wants them. So I'm super excited. And all we did was sturdy them up and clean them. All right, on to the next part.
So this one is probably going to be either next week or the week after, the furniture project. This is actually old and solid oak. We are debating, but I don't think we're going to paint it, but the orange wood stain, the orangey...
You don't think we're going to paint it? I don't know.
Well, we're debating because look at this.
Oh, Heidi said she saw the lantern today.
So this is not a veneer, that's the actual oak, the way they've got it quarter sawn there. I believe that's what it's called, is quarter sawn. I'd have to look at my book.
We're thinking about sanding it and staining it, but I just don't know that I have that kind of mental fortitude.
It takes a long time, and with the holidays here, we don't have lots of extra time. So
we've got to get it finished because every piece that we're finishing lately is getting sold. So this will probably get painted, but it'll be a very classy paint job.
It has had the bottom replaced. It probably looks like it's just
Well,
pressed
what
board.
I'm thinking, a way to honor the original finish and wouldn't take forever would be to sand down the top and stain that and then paint the rest. So that way we've got some paint and stain. Like, it does, either way, the orange has to go because nobody likes that yellow orange tone. And it's not original, like they probably refinished it since it was originally built, so.
Yeah, it was probably a darker stain to start with.
It's in super good condition.
Actually, I could tell you right now it was a darker stain. They didn't get it all out of the wood grain
Back
here.
in the 80s, somebody stained this thing. Oh, Carts and Millie super chat. Merry Christmas to you too. She's our Australian retailer.
Yeah, she carries our stencils.
Yeah,
I think we have a couple.
Yep. So this piece was $75 and it'll sell somewhere between $400 and $500. The more staining we do to it, the higher the price will go because to strip it and stain it is going to cost a little bit more.
Yeah, it takes a lot more time to do that, and sometimes people will pay for it on like an old kind of primitive turn of the century piece like this. I mean, this isn't terribly old. It's not like 1800s old.
No, and I personally painted probably half a dozen of them.
Yeah.
So I found quite a bit.
This one's in good shape though.
So Heidi says that she came to the shop today and she wanted a bunch of things, but she settled for an apple crate, a grain sack, and a sign.
I saw we were missing a crate, so it must have gone home with Heidi.
I actually saw Heidi's transaction. I didn't know who bought it, but I always follow every sale because I'm a nerd like that, even when I'm not here. Look what we found. Maxine has a friend. So we need your help naming our mannequin. The other mannequin's name is Maxine. And this mannequin we picked up for $99. Ironically, two of my really good friends messaged me after I had already messaged the seller, but my friends were like, you gotta buy this. So I Venmo'd her right away, which is a little bit risky because I hadn't seen it yet, but I wasn't gonna be able to pick it up for a few days. And we actually picked this up at like almost 10 o'clock at night one evening.
Yep.
Agatha, Maud, Monique, name her Hilda.
Hilda. She looks like she's in better shape than our other one, but the padding is all gone in here. She's a preteen. Her boobs are gone. She does have her topper, which the other one did not have. And the base is really cool on this one.
And the base is really cool on this one. I have one like her. I call her Bertha. Name her Darlene. That's my mom's name is Darlene. Maxine and Francis. All these are good names. We'll have to figure out next week what we're going to call her. All right, so we did also find a clock, which is very exciting.
So it was $70, and I got the sales manager because we don't like to necessarily haggle at the thrift store, but when stuff is maybe priced too high for what I'm going to have to put into it, like look, it's got this fun wobble to it, and then the door, the hinge is almost coming off. I'm going to have to fix that. It does look like it has all its pieces. I haven't unwrapped this. I think that's its pendulum. But it is missing some siding here, which I have the piece. Well, let me show you. I'm going to pan down.
We got a super chat. Fly Girl, UAL1. Merry Christmas. Love all your videos. Wishing you many blessings with the business and your new home. Thank you, Fly Girl. Merry Christmas to you, too.
Thanks. And we need all the blessings we can get with that house right now, I tell you.
Yeah, for sure. So we wound up paying $60 for this clock. We sell them at a minimum of $300, but this is a little bit bigger than the last clock we had, so this will probably sell probably closer to the $400 range. This style is really popular.
So I got to figure out how to get this on here. I think I'm going to glue it and clamp it. That's originally how it was held on. It wasn't stapled or anything like that, but I might have to do a little reshaping because the wood has changed its form and all that. So we'll see, but it's fun to see how the insides of these are made.
Oh, we'll make it work.
Yeah, we'll get it fixed. That's not going to be an issue. But I got $10 off of the asking price because of that. And he's like, I think they probably priced it with the damage in consideration, but I'll give you another 10 off. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. $10
yeah, I think
works.
that if it hadn't been damaged, it probably would have been sold already.
Or $100.
Yeah, they sell really fast. So this is probably the third.
This one's tall. It's like the exact same model as the blue one we have in our home.
Yeah. So this is probably the third one that we purchased for resale 4 if you include the one in our house. They're really hard to come by, but when I find them under like $100-ish, I always pick them up. So we're super excited about that. We'll be getting that done pretty soon. And I'm really excited about the mannequin because the mannequin that we have, I've been using it to stage. Every single piece of furniture I have staged with the mannequin has sold. So we jokingly said we're going to get the mannequin an Employee of the Month shirt because it's a hardworking employee. All right, lots of great names here. We'll let you guys know what we wind up naming the mannequin, but we're going to get into painting. So
I got that
if you want to grab me
angle all crazy.
The nightstand, I can paint that.
Okay.
What color am I painting the closet? I don't know. I'm having a struggle lately. I need to reorganize the shop and then I'll be able to make some decisions because I like to have a really balanced shop. We sold a ton of things. If you guys watched, I'll talk through here. If you guys watched our video that we did with all the IOD transfers when they first came out, we did a student's desk and we put those lemons on it and that sold today. So that was super exciting. We sold the piano bench. We sold the big dresser this week. So we've sold a ton of stuff. So we've got to fill up the shop before we open. But we won't open back up again until next Friday. We'll be closed for the holidays.
Yeah, I'm going to get you some wipes.
Okay.
And you might want to sand that top just
a
bit. It's
I'm already, look.
You're already on it. It's
already
got
on
like
it.
some weird stuff on the top.
All right, you guys are going to see my yoga pants. Sorry. I don't know why he angled it that way, but probably because he thought I was going to be sitting and not standing.
Yeah, what are you doing sanding?
Well, I can't reach the top. I'm not tall like you.
Well, you don't got a seat for sanding.
This is like, I need 80 grit.
You need 80
This
grit?
is, it has like that melamine type top on it. Ugh, the 220 is not going to cut it.
All right.
All right.
I forgot what wipes.
Don't sell the mannequin. Well, our mannequins, we have them selling for $325, which is kind of on the higher end. So they will take a little while to sell, but that is the market value for them. That's why I bought 2. So that way if one sells, then I have the other one. And if I found another one tomorrow, I'd pick it up because I think they're great and everybody should have one. So I gotta sell them. All right, Deb, I'm gonna be sanding this. So the top on this is like a melamine. I don't know how to explain that. It's probably different in different countries, but it's like this hard plastic, even though this piece is made of wood. So I'm sanding it just to give the paint some tooth. Everything else doesn't really need to be sanded. And tops of furniture really take a lot of abuse, so you definitely don't want that chipping off. Oh, sanded too fast. Deb, did you find wipes? And I'm not going to spend a lot of time, like 30 seconds to a minute max. Alright, I gotta get up top to see where it's still shining. Look, I'm on my chair. Look, I'm going back and forth with it. Alright, I said a minute. That really made me a little.
I think you're over your time frame.
Somebody said a cup on here and there's like a. Alright, give me that cleaner.
Cleaner.
Thank you. Give me that cleaner, please. There we go. I'm working on my manners today.
Oh.
So I'm just cleaning this with some all-purpose cleaner and a lint-free rag. Just make sure there's no gunk on it.
Tarnished pearl. Should I paint something tarnished pearl? What if I painted these birdhouses tarnished pearl and brought the blue back through? It's
That's
pretty
cool.
bright.
Oh, super chat from Denise North. Here's to a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. May 2020 be even better for your business and home life.
Thank you.
It's been a pretty awesome 2019, so.
Yeah. If we could just have as good a 2020 as we had a 2019, we'll be doing all right.
Yeah, it's been a really great year. I don't know that I can handle any more like big life changes.
You know, we talk about getting the house done all the time. I think once we get the house done,
There'll be another.
yeah, something else will pop up, or you know, it's never ending. Something will happen. We've got a kid graduating high school next year, so maybe he'll be going to college. He could go on a mission to church. You don't know, but that's all stuff I gotta fund. Because he doesn't work, he does sports.
Oh, Jean Marie's on. She told you where the wipes are. She says the wipes are back up in the cupboard.
Oh.
Hey, Jean, I was going to text you. Jean works with us here at the shop. So the gal that was going to ask her boss, did she give you a time frame as to when she said she'd get back to you on the lanterns? Because somebody else came in today and wants them. So I don't know if I should contact her or if she said, oh, I'll get back to you by the end of the day, and maybe she didn't. So text me and let me know. We'll talk about that. Because I would love to get those sold. And the one thing about when people want to buy things is you kind of got to get back to them right away. If you wait too long, then maybe if the first person passes, the second person will lose interest, you know?
That brush I had was too big. I went with a smaller brush.
It's like selling 101. Who knew? We didn't even like have them staged or out on the floor.
They were like over in the side hall.
Maybe that should be like our secret corner, like something that's off menu, so people that come here a lot know the really good stuff is around the corner. You have to go look to see what it is.
Off menu.
It's awesome. Oh, it's either Pib or water. So I've decided, because I don't really drink soda, but I've been slowly starting to drink it, and I shouldn't, and I'm going to limit myself to 1 pop a week. So on Saturday nights I get to drink. And it's only like, I usually only make it that far down because I just...
You gotta clarify that. You get to drink soda.
Oh, on Saturday nights I get to drink soda. Zeb wants you to know.
I just don't want to answer the slew of comments later.
Yeah, I don't drink alcohol. Yes, that's true. All right, I'm going to take this drawer out because it needs to have the hardware removed. Jean Marie says she didn't say. All right, I'll call her or text her on Monday and follow it up. All right, Jamie, what's in your cup? Oh, we just talked about that. In the South, it's called Coke.
Yeah, everything's Coke.
Everything's Coke. Sorry, I'm making that weird noises. I'm going to go ahead and paint the back of this because I never know quite where it's going to wind up in the shop. So the paint we're using is DIY paint. Woo! You can pick it up at JamiRayVintage.com.
Maybe pick the drawer up instead of stepping on it.
Well, the problem is I can't get to the piece of furniture I want to paint.
Yeah, we got this big table so we can show our thrift hauls, and we lifted it, but the room is still tight.
Hold on, I'm back. Okay, anyways. You can pick this paint up at the shop or at JamiRayVintage.com. We actually have a ton of DIY projects on our website. There goes something else. And we ship a ton. Ivy shipped out so much this week. She got almost completely caught up except for things that were on back order on Thursday night. So that was really exciting. So I'm using DIY White Swan. He's using Tarnished Pearl, which is a cream. And this is like a warm white.
I'm half tempted to just do one coat and let that blue kind of come through.
No. it's got to be covered.
You don't know? I'm in a wet distress.
I do know. That's okay.
Oh, little update on the farmhouse. I got a big heater in there and from my garage, and the pipes on the upstairs have defrosted, and now I've got to figure out how to heat the basement because the basement pipes are still frozen. But nothing is cracked as of yet. Nothing's cracked or broken. We're good. The PEX pipe is pretty resilient against frost, and it's holding strong.
Well, that's good because we don't need anything else that we have to redo. We've had our fair share of redoing stuff. Zeb, since you're over there, would you do comments while I'm painting over
Yes,
there?
I will look at comments.
But Zeb
I'm going to
will
scroll
be in
back
charge.
for a second here.
No spoilers, but has anybody seen the new Star Wars movie? We went and took everybody except for Harrington saw it. Harrington had a wrestling tournament. Oops.
They're loving that you call the soda pop.
I don't know why I call
It's
it
an out
that.
west thing.
Is it a West thing?
I think so. So it's just like they call it Coke in the South.
Pop.
Pop.
What?
It's pop in like Utah and Arizona, maybe California. I'm not sure about
I
California.
don't know if everybody calls it pop here, but I do.
Yeah, pretty much
Want to
everybody.
get? I don't know. I don't think about what I call things till somebody's like, "Hey, you call that blah blah blah," you know. Oh, somebody asked me how my party went yesterday. Our party went great. We had a really good time. We wound up with some fun stuff. Actually, I forgot. I was going to bring one of the things that we got because I'm going to be framing them. I got some prints. We did a white elephant gift exchange. I guess not everybody does white elephant because I had a lot of people say, what's white elephant?
Basically, you bring stuff that's either funny or you don't want anymore, and you gift it to the people, and you're gonna go around in the group, and things can get stolen if they're good items, or passed off if they're not good items.
So we played it yesterday where we rolled dice, and if you rolled a certain number, you got to open it. If you rolled a different number, everybody passed their presents a different direction. If you roll the number, you could like make people. Oops, did I pay the top already? No, I did. You can make people switch. And that made it a lot more fun. And we always do funny gifts. So so the 2 gifts that we gave were the potty piano. You can buy them on Amazon. It's a piano that you can play while you're on the potty.
It like sits on the floor like a floor mat almost.
Yeah, it was funny. And then the other one I got was they were face coasters. And they were coasters you put your drink on, but they had different like mouths and mustaches. And they were like real people's face. And you could like hold it, had like a little nose cut out, and you could hold it up and like make different faces. It was really funny. We had a giant Fabio cut out that my friend Olivia brought. That was pretty hilarious. Alright. I wound up with, if you guys ever watch Dr. Pimple Popper on YouTube, apparently she has her own game. And that's what we won. And I have a teenager who's always popping zits. Not that you guys want to hear about that, but he's always doing it. So he doesn't watch our channel, so he won't know this, but he's going to get that gift for Christmas.
So I've got a drip over here on the other paint job, not on mine. And I'm just scraping it off with the side of the scissors. A knife, razor blade, sander, that'll all work. I just didn't want someone to think that I had done a bad job painting.
There's no way it's coming off. There's a slight drip in the original finish here.
Yeah,
It's like baked on.
We'll sand it.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's not super bad, but it's funny because people always freak out if their paint drips. I'm like, I've seen so many professional paint jobs from the factory.
Catherine Miles says if we come to Australia, we've got free accommodations there.
Oh, nice. Well, I have to get over the flight's like 20 hours.
I think it's like 24 from Utah.
My favorite checkout guy at DI, which is a thrift store we shop at, he actually just went to Australia recently.
Nice.
He checked us out today. I don't know if he remembered me, so I didn't want to be like, hey, remember when we were talking about that you went to Australia? Because I thought he might think that was weird. Alright.
So fun fact, you guys see all these little birds in the live chat? We're about to get the year bird change over. I think it goes silver I think it goes silver. And then the 2-year mark, you get a gold bird. So
nice.
by your name if you're a channel member. So that's fun because the year mark is a big one.
Yeah, we started channel memberships a year ago. We have a next level channel membership coming out in January that'll have more mentorship and with business, so that's exciting.
But the old channel membership stuff will stay the
there.
same at the $5 mark.
Yep. Our channel members, we have lots of fun lives. We share printables with them, book chapters. There's like a whole bunch of stuff going on.
I'm failing at the book chapters.
Yeah, we're failing at the book chapters, but there's lots of old book chapters you can read.
Yeah, if you're a channel member, you can go back and read the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's all there with the password. So.
Okay. And you get a cool bird by your name and emojis. That's always exciting.
I'm working on some new emojis too for 2020.
Oh, fun! I didn't even know that.
Yep.
And our members only live go more in depth about the business, and we have 2 members lives a month. All right.
They're saying the table looks so much better already.
Oh, good. Yeah, this like yellowy color had to go.
So it's white swan on the color, but white swan and vintage linen are close. They're just basically a cool white and a warm white.
Yeah, this one's a warm white. And I love DIY paint because it is just easy to put on all the things. And this will probably only take like 2 coats. If it was darker, it might take 3. This will cover in 2 coats.
Anna Warren says she loves the brush you're using. Are you talking about the number 8, the little one that I've got, or the DIY brush?
This is a DIY brush. It's synthetic, and it does work really, really well. There's like this ongoing discussion about either synthetic or natural bristles. I use both, but I do feel like synthetics kind of just flow a little smoother. I don't know. just like a different texture. So if you used a synthetic brush or a natural bristle brush, which one do you think is better? I like to hear because I always get conflicting responses. I think it's just a matter of preference.
I personally like the natural bristle a little better.
See, and I'm
but the DIY brushes do clean up really easily. The synthetic DIY brushes. Like, they just...
And if you're vegan, you gotta go synthetic. Because natural bristles obviously have natural hair in them, so. And then we have a natural bristle, we have a synthetic wax brush by DIY too. All right, I got this whole nightstand almost all the way painted. This would have also been really cute to paint this nightstand pink. But I already have a pink rocking chair that we did on Wednesday, so I'd like to keep just one or two pink items at a time, not too much.
Cinderella got her prince has a question. Do I have to strip my china cabinet to paint it green?
Nope.
Nope.
Not use the right kind of paint.
Not with these paints that we're using here. You can just go straight to painting.
I didn't strip this.
Clean it a little bit, but you know, we did scuff up the top a little bit on this. What, like a minute of sanding?
Maybe a minute and a half. I don't know.
And it's a small piece, so on your big china hutch, maybe do like 10 minutes of sanding, but you're just roughing it up and dulling the surface so it's not shiny. That's all you're really trying to accomplish.
It's because it's like plastic almost on top, so you gotta show who the boss is. I'm just painting this little lip in case anybody dips down in here and look at it. I doubt it, but you never know.
Oh.
What?
Renee lost her debit card.
Renee, my sister?
Yeah, and she lost her bird. It didn't auto renew because she canceled that card.
Even my sister can lose her bird. We don't have control over getting your new bird. It's a sad day. Yeah. I'm bad about losing my debit card. All right. Whoa.
Hey, what are you doing up there?
Well, I thought this might be safer than the chair that turns, but I don't know.
You just gotta reach and go blind.
Well, I can't just go blind on the top of this. Somebody's gonna buy it and they're not gonna be blind when they look at it.
I could set it down off of there.
That's okay.
So that you don't
I'm just gonna scoot it back. I'm good.
We don't want you to fall.
Vintage Sin told me that I don't want to end up like her because she actually just got hurt. She doesn't know if she's gonna have surgery or not. So I'm hoping she doesn't have to have surgery. Our son came home from our oldest boy. We have two boys that wrestle. Our oldest boy came back today and he's got a bum shoulder.
Aaron Murphy wants pictures of the pink rocker, please. We got a second coat on it, and the detailing that we kind of painted got covered all up when we completely painted the second coat on it. So it's not quite finished, but we will get you pictures of the pink rocker when it's done.
Well, okay, so it would be finished except for it was Star Wars week, and Zeb had friends in town. So we kind of had a whole like 24 hours of doing nothing, work related.
So if you've lost your bird, there's a good chance either the card you were using to pay for it expired or something happened like that. That's probably, or you changed cards or canceled the other one that you had started it with. So if you don't want to lose your bird and you want it to change colors, got to kind of watch that with YouTube, on the YouTube end of it, what your payment is.
All right. Yeah, I'm loving this already. Okay, let's get.
It's like Netflix when you lose your card or you change the card number and suddenly your Netflix doesn't work. You're like, what is going on?
I'm going under the table. That's faster.
Yeah, the birdhouse is tarnished pearl, and it's actually taken me a lot longer to paint it because I'm watching comments here.
Now you know my life. It's harder than it looks.
It came together. I'll show you the one. Yeah, I'll put it up to the next to the white swan so you can see the difference. We got the lights pretty bright in here, so I don't know if it'll completely show up.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, you could totally tell. It looks more yellow on the camera than it is.
Yeah, well, it is kind of, it's more of a brown cream.
Yeah, it's like
But I think because of the blue underneath, you can still see the blue coming through. It's playing with it.
Oh, you did the bottom? I was going to leave the stain.
It wasn't stained great, and it had some chips showing the raw wood.
We'll just do more of a distress on the bottom. All right, I'm just taking off this hardware here.
But yeah, the tarnished pearl is real nice creamy color.
Okay. All right, I'm going to paint this drawer, and then I'm going to show you white waxing that cute purple mirror, because I think white wax will change the tone of the
Crescent Moon Cottage. Zeb, did you like the rise of Skywalker? I loved it. I don't care what the critics are saying online. I give it an 8 out of 10, and I think they wrapped the story up great.
This is kind of shiny here too. All right.
Tracy Ross, I am 6'3". It comes in handy painting. Yes, it does. You got an inch on me. You're tall.
Yeah, I'm 5'4" and a half, and it doesn't really help me. But I do fit better in airplanes than Zeb, so there's that.
Aaron Murphy, we'll get pink rocket pictures out soonish when it's done.
Are people still asking for that?
I think it might be the same person.
Oh, we will get it done.
Yep, they did it twice. It came through again.
Yeah, we got to get it finished first. I usually don't post pictures online until things look better. It's actually, Jean finished putting a second coat on it, and she sanded it, and so that part is done. It looks really good. I'm going to come in and I will do the two-tone and finish the top, and then we'll white wax it and we'll take a picture. All these different...
JJ said, my payment card was compromised. No way I was going to lose my bird. As soon as I got my new card, I went into Google and changed my info for the next auto payment.
That is dedication.
Nice.
It's priorities, man.
Hey, you know what? There's not going to be a whole lot of... in January. I mean, by the time we get to March or April, there'll start to be a bunch of silver birds running around out there in the comments, but until then, it's going to be rare. You're going to have like the rare bird next to your name.
Like,
because we started it last January, and it took a little bit for a bunch of people to sign on. Okay. And some people have stopped and started again. I mean, I realize things happen, and you gotta cancel stuff. It's all right. We love y'all. We our biggest
bird
hope.
and non-bird alike.
Our biggest hope with the channel membership is that you guys get something.
I have silver sneakers. Does that count, Julie? That totally counts. You know what? When you guys watch our videos and you share our videos, that is a huge help. Because the more you like, you comment, you share our videos on Facebook, you tell friends about us. If you see a new video pop up and you watch it right away, then YouTube is like, oh, that video is awesome. Okay, I'm going to make sure more people see it. And then they push it out to more people. All those things are huge support to our channel. And so everything works to help everything grow. And we appreciate that. Okay, so we've got this purple old ceiling tin that somebody turned into a mirror that was $1.50. Aw, Jen, we love you too. And I'm just going to use white wax on this because it's really like a bright purple, which is fine. Like if I had a bohemian store, that would have been perfect. What weight does my son wrestle? My oldest boy wrestles at 220. And my little boy wrestles at 70 to 72.
No, 66 to 70 was his weight class.
Oh,
today.
66 to 70. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's just barely under 70 pounds. He used to be 76, but wrestling is tough. All right, you guys see this? So I got to hold it up here. Wrestling has made him lose some weight. So, but yeah, my big boy wrestles at 220. He placed 6th in this tournament this week, but he hurt his shoulder. He was really disappointed in that. All right, do you guys see how that just kind of makes it tone down a little bit? This purple is like a lavender bordering periwinkle, and I think the color is really pretty. And I'm probably going to go pretty heavy with the white wax. Sometimes I wipe it back more, but this I kind of like it. And the paint was really dry, so it's just kind of...
Vintage Sin, watching the ads does help us, but watching the video all the way to the end helps us more, because the more watch time we get, the more YouTube sends that out to other people.
That's right. Watch our video and go do your hair, clean your house.
It's like the Merry Christmas Paintings commercial special today.
Yeah. What did you say?
The Merry Christmas Painting commercial special. Join channel membership.
Oh, well, you know. Anyways, all right. So that's how that is. I'm going to let that sit and I'll buff it. Julie Marie says you'll be surprised if I don't keep it. You're going to have to be surprised because right now I'm not keeping a lot of stuff because we're moving. But the thing is, I'm getting the shop really full. So when we do move, I told Zeb that I am going to go shopping in our shop and take home all the cool stuff. Oh, Renee's a new member.
All right, Renee got it figured out.
That's my sissy.
Tracy Ross, I wish there was a purple that color in DIY. Purple that
There
color
is.
there?
So French millinery.
French millinery. I think someone answered that.
French millinery is going to get you really close to this purple. So French millinery and white wax would look very much like this. If you were going to use Sweet Pickens, then you would want to use, what's the color?
Oh, it's...
Come on. No, I'm drawing a total blank. I've used it, and I painted a dresser in that purple, and it sold in like 3 seconds.
It's really close to the DIY name.
It's really close to French millinery. Caitlin, what's the purple from Sweet Pickens?
Now you made me completely blank on it. I was thinking of it when we were talking about it.
Renee, YouTube bills monthly, so your next bill will be within 30 days. So it depends on when you sign up. So since you just signed up today, your next bill will be 30 days from today. All right, I'm cutting this open because this potpourri has to go. Maybe. Does it open?
Purple Posies.
Purple
Caitlin's
Posies. That's the one. Purple Posies. Purple Posies and for Sweet Pickens is really pretty. Or French millinery by DIY. And if you wanted to make it a little deeper, you could always add a little kissing booth or bohemian blue to the French millinery. Make it a little deeper. I can't get this bottom off of here. Maybe it doesn't come off. I don't know if that comes off. Shoot.
Joe Connor, in New Zealand, we just call it what it is. Coke, Sprite, Fanta. Same here. I don't call everything one name. But I'm kind of weird about stuff like that.
Zeb doesn't even drink soda, so he doesn't get a vote. Okay, so that doesn't come off.
I don't get a vote. I just got voted off the what you
The
call your
soda
soda
island. It doesn't come off. Why were those things on there? And it does. It comes off in the middle.
You just gotta pull hard enough.
Plus, no, I was trying to take it off on the edge, and this little thing pops out. Zeb, look. Zeb, you're not looking.
Yeah.
I thought it came off right here. I almost ruined it. Oh, thank goodness.
Man, yeah. Don't be pulling that. You have pliers out over there?
No, I just had a screwdriver.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna dump it out in a bag. Or you come with your birdhouse painting.
Julie Marie says, Zeb, look at what?
Zeb, what I was trying to show you.
Oh.
You weren't listening, so she typed it.
I'm over here reading and painting. I can't do all the things.
Zeb is a pretty good listener, but he has to
if I'm
hear me a
reading
lot.
something, you could talk to me and tell me like all the things in the world, and I won't. I don't register it if I'm reading.
When we first got married, I'd be like, "Are you even listening to me?" And now what I've learned to do is, if he doesn't answer right away, I give him like 30 seconds or a minute, and then I say, "Did you hear me, sweetie?" Because sometimes he does hear me. He's just busy doing something else, so it takes him a minute. And rather than getting mad at him, I just give him a second, and usually he'll respond.
All right, new channel member, Jay Souter.
Oh, welcome, Jay Souter. Make sure if you're a new channel member, you're hitting up community. Look for the members only post. You'll get links to some of our recent lives and printables and the book chapters.
You gotta say live videos.
Our recent live
or
videos.
live streams. When you just say lives, it's like
video game lives.
I don't know. Like
it
makes me think of like our actual life, like our lives.
Oh. Okay, our live videos. All right, I'm trying to get. There's moss in this bird's tail. Actually, if the whole bird just had moss in it, that would be really cool. See, look, there's just moss in there. What do you guys think? What if I put moss all in this bird? I don't have any here, but I'm thinking that would be a really good look, especially for spring. I vote yes. All right, I'm gonna leave that bit of moss in the tail. And then I'm gonna go to the craft store and buy more moss. I might have to charge more for my bird if it's full of moss, but it's gonna be cool. Where's the bottom go? There we go. But I already like it better. Yes,
so Anna
moss.
Warren says the long piece in the potpourri that you just pulled out, she uses that when she's making pumpkin stems and things for like Halloween crafts.
Oh, that's smart.
Or fall crafts.
Oh. You are wise. All right, well, I will save these then. Okay, this bird's gonna come back together. All right, what time is it, Zeb?
It's 9:20. We have about 10 minutes of painting left. I'm gonna try to get this finished up here so we at least have one coat on both.
Okay.
I think I should be able to do it. It's, for such a small piece, it's got all these angles and underneath the eaves, and it's taking a minute.
All right, well, I'm gonna dry brush this.
Plus, I'm reading. I'm not quick when I read.
Nope.
Catherine Miles, super chat. Merry Christmas, Catherine.
Oh, she got it figured out. She's been trying for a while to do it. All right, I said I was gonna paint this a cement color, but it's going white. So that's what's on my brush. Sometimes when I paint though, I don't worry about getting into all the nooks and crannies because I like the details to show. Oh, this has roses on the top of it. I didn't even notice it until I painted it.
Well, we got a lot of stuff painted today. We really cruised through the thrift haul part today.
Yeah. Well, it's because we have a lot of candlesticks.
Yeah, we just like showed them all the candlesticks real fast.
Yeah. Oh, you guys, Zeb's teacup holder sold. What do we call that? Like
the tiered tray.
The tiered tray Zeb made with teacups and plates sold this week for $20. So that was exciting. Some lady came in. I don't know if she follows us online or not, but she saw it and she like came in to buy candles, and then she saw the tiered tray and was super excited.
So we're gonna do another one, but I think we're gonna wait until Valentine's Day and try to do something with like fun pink or something like that.
Somebody else asked to see the pink rocking chair. I promise I will finish the pink rocking chair and I will post it on community as well as on Instagram and Facebook once it's finished. It's just not done yet. That's the only reason I haven't showed a picture of it. We did it on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday we were busy. All right, I got that all painted.
Who's traveling for the holidays? Are you guys, who's a homebody for Christmas and who goes places for Christmas? We prefer to stay home. Just because I don't love hauling presents around, and then you always have the conflict of maybe our kids got different presents than my brothers or sisters' kids or whoever you're visiting. You know, there's always that, and you don't want anyone to feel bad on Christmas.
Mostly, I just don't like leaving my house in the winter.
And no matter how hard I try, like something's always, even with our own kids, sometimes it's like uneven or not equal.
Well, it's because I don't keep track of what I buy them, and so we do sometimes on Christmas Eve when we're pulling out the presents. We're like, okay, so we're gonna save that for their birthday because they have too much for one kid or the other. All right.
Paula Ellington, going to Fresno, California. You know, if you got to go somewhere for Christmas, California is a good option. They got good weather unless you're going way north.
Well, is Fresno cold? I don't know.
I don't think so.
It sounds like a cold name, but I don't think it is
Most
cold.
of California, like if you compare it to Utah, is pretty good weather.
We've had really good weather today. I mean, I haven't had to bust out my big sweater much. It's been like in the 40s. It does been getting cold at night, but it's not as cold as it normally is. All right.
Tahlequah, I have no idea where that is. Sounds Native American.
Tahlequah?
Yeah.
American Indian? Tahlequah what? Toledo? Alright, I'm coming around.
Heidi's going to Seattle. Debbie Crane, depends on where in California, yep. It was 70 in San Diego. Today,
oh, nice.
We thought it was great. We got up to like 40 degrees today.
You know what? I missed a spot on this back leg and there's bleed through. I should have cleaned it better. Alright, so we're using white swan, tarnished pearl, and some clear wax, or sorry, white wax, not clear wax. I don't even know what I'm talking about. You guys, thank you so much for spending this Saturday night with us. Make sure you're hitting up JamiRayVintage.com. And if you haven't done so, click our YouTube page and see if you've missed any of our recent videos. We have a new farmhouse video up. We've got a few fun furniture painting videos up there as well. You don't want to miss out. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more.
DIY.
Bye guys. Love you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We won't be live
Happy
again until
holidays.
after Christmas, but we will have a couple of videos up before Christmas.
Oh, real quick before I go, new
AJ
channel
Halsey,
member.
new member. Yay.
New channel member.
Thanks guys.